Good evening, Dr. Ania ma'am. Akash ji, good evening. Are you able to hear me? Anu ma'am, Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, we can hear you.
Great evening once again. So we are live, and I would like to welcome you all on this wonderful evening. Myself, Akash Babad, founder CEO of Babad International Publication and ABCD International Family. And on the occasion of Women's Day, we are here to celebrate Women's Day. So I'm really honored to invite all amazing, great speakers. And let's start with the amazing speaker today without wasting so much time. So I would like to invite our amazing, great speaker, Professor Dr. Pramod Kumar Rajput, sir. He was former Vice President of Cadila Pharmaceutical Limited, #1 best-selling author of 4 books, and world record holder. Many things he has done, and he's an amazing corporate leader. So welcome, sir, on this occasion, and over to you.
Thank you. But before I should start, once again, and good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to all the wonderful, great people who I am able to see, and all the important functionaries. Because before I should start, I would request Dr. Anjum Qureshi. She's going to have the Rosa Aftari, right? So she should finish, and then small request and respect Qureshi madam. Hope it is okay from my side, right? Okay. Akash, you are on mute.
Sorry, sir.
Anjum should her Ramadan is going on. She has to have the Rosa Aftari. Right?
Okay.
So first, she should speak, and then.
Yes. So would like to invite Anjum Qureshi, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Then after that, I will speak.
Yes. Welcome, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Ratu, sir. Actually, yes, of course, as the time, but I will surely wait to listen to you also. And here I just have a small presentation which I will be finishing it off very soon. And when we are talking about Women's Day and how women are created, in short, about the women in STEM leadership, how women are breaking barriers and building the future. Now, we know that when we talk about STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM will drive innovation, and it is a key to societal progress. And when we talk about STEM, we need diverse leadership that will improve creativity and the decision making. Women leaders, they come with quite different perspectives, but yes, we need leadership diversity to build strong organization. If we talk about the current scenario, then there are about 35% of STEM graduates globally. So it is a very good, it is a number that we need to really pay attention to, that out of the graduates that we have as women all over the world, only 35%, though we are having many leadership roles in STEM, is again limited, because it happens because many women just exit the STEM careers in midway. So we need to strengthen the leadership in the pipeline. Well, some of the barriers that we have in the STEM leadership, first is the gender stereotype and biases, where we don't allow girls to enter the STEM fields. Mostly say that when even I did engineering, there were many people who said that engineering is not for girls. But now we are having many women roles. There are limited mentorship and role model, because there are few women into the STEM field. So obviously, the women who can mentor the other girls and who can come forward as role models, they are also very limited. A third very important thing, as a woman entering into the STEM field, and especially when we go to IT industry, when we come into the research industry, maintaining a work-life balance that depending on who will develop nations we will be seeing into it. But there are still there are some kind of vices that we are living it with, that women are told that your family is a first responsibility. So sometimes to balance this, to balance your career, to balance your family, it becomes really challenging to take up that leadership roles. And yes, I have seen many instances where when the women go for the leadership role, but they are being asked, would you be able to manage time for this? Would you be able to handle your family? Because this is a position where you would have to be like at the office at any odd hours. You may have to come on holidays, but you'll be able to tolerate that. And there are few leadership opportunities still. The leadership opportunities are few because many people just leave with the biases that this is a role which a woman cannot be doing. And yes, because of this mindset, it is affecting the STEM careers. But yes, some of the strengths that the women can bring to the leadership is collaborative decision making. We need to work in collaboration. We need to work with each other. We need to support each other. There should be ethical leadership practices because yes, there can be many shortcuts that we can be having for success, but we should be working with our ethics, with our morals, with our values. And emotional intelligence, that is very, very important, because without keeping our emotions at a proper level, without controlling our emotions, without regulating them, might be we can be taking many wrong decisions. And if we take wrong decision, we should remember that our wrong decisions are not going to affect only us, but for many more generation of women that would be coming forward into this phase. And when we talk about like the performing several roles, yes, now it is not just that we have to think or we have to take a decision according to the present scenario. We need to think about long-term and about sustainability, and that is long-term sustainability thinking. And of course, inclusive team building should be there, because many times we women fail to come forward. We women fail to come in leadership roles or have something good because we women oppose each other. And in fact, at this point, I remember a very good thing which Raghu sir told once in one of the session, where that sometimes we women are like, we just act as enemies and we as competitors to the other women, and we are giving the men a chance to go against us. That was a very, very beautiful point. And like Kalpana Chawla, well, in our session for all of us. But yes, we need many more options. Yes, the education institution, they have a very great role to play. We need to encourage mentorship programs. So we women who are already into STEM, I think it is our, because mentorship would play a great role for the girls who want to come to STEM, but they have a number of doubts. Then we need to promote research opportunities. Research is very, very important. There are the institutions, the educational institutions in India, especially those who are at the small towns, if we say, or smaller places, they lack the leadership, research opportunities. We need to provide leadership training to the girls. And yes, the policies need to be changed where we need to have gender inclusive policies, and we also need to recognize the women contribution. If we talk about the gender inclusive policies, I would like to mention a example, a very recent example, that into engineering few years ago, girls were not allowed into mining engineering, but due to efforts of some of our political leaders, the women are now into mining engineering. They can take admission into that, they can work into that. But 3 years ago, when the first batch of mining engineering students as girls, they were into their final year of graduation, they faced challenges because the companies didn't have any policies to involve women into their workplace. So, but now with the change of the policies, of course, there are many girls who are coming into mining engineering and they're working into it. And we as educators and we as responsible citizens pursue STEM education. There is a need to provide scholarship and support programs. We need to promote role models in STEM, and we need to build leadership and confidence skills. So yes, with inclusive policies, with leadership cultures, with equal opportunities in research and innovation, with strengthening collaboration between academia, industry, and government, we can transform the participation into leadership, and that is we want. That the women in STEM leadership, we need more women to drive innovation, because we know that if we allow diversity, it will strengthen the scientific progress. And we know women, when we have empowered women, it will benefit the society as a whole. So let talent, not gender, define leadership. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. And yes, we need to empower talents. Yes, thank you. Thank you for sharing amazing thoughts. So would like to invite again Dr. Pramod Kumar Rajput, sir. Welcome, sir, and over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Once again, very, very good evening, and thank you so much, Dr. Anjum Qureshi, ma'am, to set the tone. At the same time, my respect to once again Dr. Rania, madam, Sheetal ji, I can see Dr. Shubha, Dr. Betty, Priyanka ji, and all whosoever is going to be in front of me on the screen, and whosoever is going to join on this wonderful today's conference. Point very well you said about, because education is the base. And the STEM 35% which you said, we will not be able to make the things happen. That's why we say, when a woman leads, she does not just change her own story. She rewrites the future of generation. And the best example is you, Dr. Anjum Qureshi. What you said, when we started doing the engineering, people, they started asking why you are doing the engineering. So that is one of the example is there. So it is a true honor that Mr. Akash, you have invited me on this platform of ABCD. I feel very honored. I feel very humbled, because when I'm able to see such a great inspiring women and the leaders in front of me, I myself get so much motivated and inspired. I feel like, yes, I have to do a lot which is really required. And that's the reason they say that when a woman rises, she does not rise alone. She lifts the families together, communities together, and the generations with her. Today, the theme which you have sent to me, it is the she leads, she rises, she inspires. Absolutely true. Beautifully, it reflects the incredible journey of the women who are not just achieving the success, but creating a legacy through the leadership, through their leadership. And here, all the women in front of me, they all are the leader. My salutations to everybody. Because leadership is not about the titles or the position. Leadership is about the impact, courage, and including the influence, which you all have created. And everybody knows about your great strength. And at the same time, I can say any women across the world are demonstrating this in every single day. We know what is the pain behind it. We understand the pain behind it. Many people will not be able to understand the pain behind what the women is able to bear. But with this smile, with that courage, with that influence, she makes a difference. A woman leads when she nurtures a family with values. You are the person, you are the mother, you are the sister. You always teaches us the value system. The families learn the values through you. A woman leads when she educates the young minds in the classroom. Just now, what Dr. Anjum has very well said about it. I also want to add it here. A woman leads when she innovates in science. Again, example that engineering by Dr. Anjum. He is in the medicine. Lot many doctors are there. Try businesses or create the change in the society and become a great educator, where I can see lot many great educators are there in front of me. So the question is, what makes women leaders truly special? Is their ability to lead? Yes, of course. And it is, it is blended with what I have seen, with compassion, resilience, purpose, with humbleness and humility. That is the great strength. These 5 strengths are there, which makes a woman an outright leader across the globe. I also want to say on this platform that we should respect the women, because they turn the challenges into opportunities. They transform the obstacle into the stepping stone. And most importantly is they inspire others to believe that anything is possible. Nothing is impossible. And I like to add it here that the true leadership they create, that is that they create the legacy. A legacy where the next generation of the girls grows up believing that their dreams are valid, their voices matter, and their potential is limitless. when the women support women, what Dr. Anjum has said, there are some places when the women, they back step that no, it should not happen. When supporting the women, magic happens. Confidence grows because 1 plus 1 then becomes 11, right? And if the communities get strengthened, society gets progressive. So today, on this wonderful ABC platforms where we are celebrating the women who are not only breaking the barriers, but also building the bridges for others to cross. Maybe tomorrow on 8th, we are celebrating International Women's Day, but I like to highlight it here. Every day, the 365 days, including the leap year 366, every day to be celebrated with the women, for the women, because the respect what they deserve, it is very important. So to every woman, I can say, you lead with your courage. You lead, you make us rise with your and the grace. And let me conclude with my thought, right? With the respect to every woman, builds her own path. But a true women leader builds pathways for others to follow. And you all are the real example of it. So let us celebrate, support, and strengthen the every woman in this world who are shaping the future. Because when you lead, you make us rise. When you rises, the humanity rises. And when you inspire us, you create a legacy that time can never erase you. That is only thing I can highlight it here is a small respect from my side to every attending it or which will be listening this entire video. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for wonderful sharings. And yes, we have to respect. And one more thing I want to just mention here, because we all are a core part of ABCD International family since many years, and lots of women connected from many years. They know. I just want to share one more thing that in ABCD or any publication, we almost have 60-65% women, and I personally inspire when I saw such a amazing women. When I talk with them, I thought how much work they do, and even I am a boy. I don't have any household work, so I don't need to do that, and still I'm not working. And when I talk with them, when I saw them working too hard, work everything, and still make time for herself, for our work, I really amazed, surprised, and then I got more power. I inspire them. I inspire from them and do more work. So thank you all for being with ABCD International and being with all people's life. So keep inspiring us and keep inspiring world. So thank you once again. Thank you for joining. So would like to invite one more amazing personality with us. She's uh, she's with fever today, but still she's here. She is the first person to join this meeting. Again, I want to mention. So that power we have. So would like to invite Dr. Subha Mukherjee, ma'am. She's an educator, expert in English language, and author, poet also. So welcome, ma'am, and over to you.
And get well
Thank you
soon.
so much, Akash ji.
And get well soon.
Good evening, Rajput sir. It is always my pleasure to hear you speak, and I always look forward to. And so wonderfully, you just quoted all the points that a woman carries. And looking a gentleman among ladies and just talking about women, it fills us with great pride. And this is a kind of validation we look forward to, I must say. And thank you, Akashi, for giving me chance to speak from this platform. And you know, when I just read this topic that she rises, leads, she rises, and then she inspires. And immediately the image came to my mind is of my mother. We talk about great leaders, but I don't think there is any other leader who could be greater than a mother. At the time when women were barely educated, my mother held 2 degrees, 2 post-graduation degrees. So she led with example. She set an example for us that there is no limit to educate yourself. Bearing all the challenges, she went ahead and she educated herself. She did not require to say anything, but when we saw her, this is what admired us, this is what led us to do to be successful in our life. And yes, she rises. How many challenges? We all know that women face multiple challenges in day-to-day life, but still their resilience is beyond comparison. And beside that, in the same manner, she inspires, right? You must have seen the school teachers. Like Anjum ma'am also said that she is in the engineering college, she is inspiring students. So what schools have mostly the women teachers. Why? Because they hold certain qualities like empathy, compassion, resilience, collaboration, everything in one complete package God has given. So I thought on this date, if I'm not talking about my mother, then for about whom I should be speaking. I was just searching, so I came to know that that the chess champion Vijaynath Anand, his mother, she taught him to play chess at the age of 6. She was with him, she inspired him, she motivated him, and she was there for each and every match. And that is why he became a chess champion. There are multiple examples like Sachin Tendulkar, such a wonderful player. We all know about Sachin Tendulkar, what a wonderful player he is. And he also says his mother is the uh, pillar of strength. He calls her the best cook in the world, but we have always seen that she is there. Even when the World Cup was going on, Sachin lost his father. In the year 1919, Sachin lost his father, but it was his mother who inspired him to go on the field and to play the match. So this is what resilience, right? Instead of holding him, she asked him to go and carry out his duty and his responsibility. Similarly, Jijabai, who doesn't know Shivaji's mother, Jijabai, she was the driving force. She was the founder of Maratha Empire, and she sacrificed her son. Our history is full of such mothers who are always leading, rising, and inspiring the generation, the society. Similarly, if you talk about here, like Vijayavati Kaur, Bhagat Singh's mother, she sacrificed her son. A mother can only understand to give away her son for some general good, for social, for nation's good. The most precious thing in a mother's life is her child. But she gave her child to the battle that India could become a free nation. Similarly, if I talk about Mrs. Kopila Ben Ambani, after Dhirubhai Ambani, she was a pillar of strength for them. She was always there, even when there were differences between two brothers. She tried to bring them together. She tried that there is no split in the family. So this is what a leader is. So I believe that all the leadership qualities that we're talking about, like resilience, empathy, adaptability, collaboration, emotional intelligence, inspiration, and motivated thinking, all these qualities could be found in that mother who is always with her child inspiring, right? She is the nurturing figure. And here I want to add one more thing. I just call them unsung heroes. I just want to add one more thing. I got the chance to meet Akashji's parents also. Such down to earth parents, such down to earth lady, always quietly there, standing with him, encouraging him, And throughout the event, when I went to Mumbai in one of the event, I found them standing there, greeting people, making them comfortable. Akashji was running around everywhere. Naturally, he was organizing things, so he required to monitor everything. But they were always there to talk to people, to make them comfortable. This is what a leader is. So, with this, I would like to rest my words. But I believe that on this day, we should celebrate each and every mother who is the pillar of strength for her child. Thank you so much, Akashji. Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. I like to add it here that we also enjoyed the Puran Puli, which they brought it on that particular event.
Yes.
So that is the
Yes.
basically Maharashtrian sweet dish we enjoyed. And Dr. Shubha ma'am, I'll also like to add here as a husband, right? So mother gives us the culture and value system, and wives also plays a very, very vital role. I always say that for my progress or any person's progress, it is the person behind the male person who stands next to the person like a pillar. And I always owe this thing. First thing is the culture and value system to my mother who has created it, which all we got it, we learned it. And second thing, in the entire journey of this life, the wife always stands as one of the great pillars, because without her support, again, as a female, as a woman, without her support, we all, the male, would not have progressed, right? Which is very, very important. So I salute to both the personalities in this beautiful world, right? And of course, somewhere sisters are there, which are great supporters. Somewhere the people, they miss their parents, their sister takes care for the things. So these are the things are there, right? Which is very, very important. So as a women, everywhere they are respected. So thank you so much for touching such a very important point. And thank you, Akash. And it reminded me 4th of April for the Puran Poli.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much. That is why they say that behind every successful man, there is a woman.
Very true.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Either mother, either wife, or either sister.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Subha ma'am, for amazing sharings and great examples. So thank you once again. And yes, just want to remind that we have amazing offline event at on 4th April again at same
Yes,
venue
sir.
on that auditorium. So we will again क्या बोलते हैं उसको
I
फिर
will
से
try
हम
my level best to be there, sir. I know
yes,
the kind of host you are. I always enjoyed. I enjoyed the last event also completely. In every event that you organize, you take so much pain to take care of in each and every detail. I am full of praise and appreciation for that.
थैंक यू मैम।
Thank you
और
so
इस बार
much.
फिर से पूरम पोड़ी आमरस का हम लोग आस्वाद लेंगे ही। और उसी के साथ आगे के गेस्ट को इनवाइट करते हैं। वुड लाइक टू इनवाइट आवर नेक्स्ट गेस्ट।
Can I take the leave? Can I take the leave? Because 6:30 the other meeting is here. So my respect and gratitude to everybody, please. Right. Thank you, Dr. Rania ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Betty. I'm not able to listen to you. Thank you, Sheetalji and Priyanka my madam. Right. I am leaving. Right. And I will join you next. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shubha ma'am. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
थैंक यू सर। So would like to invite our next guest speaker with us, Mr. Rania Lampu from Greece. She is an educator, global educator, and STEAM expert. So welcome, ma'am, on this amazing evening, and over to you.
Thank you so much. Greetings here from Greece, from Athens. I would like to congratulate the ABCD family and especially the brain behind all these powerful initiatives, like the initiatives of today, which highlights the strength, leadership, and resilience of women, while creating a platform for inspiration, for networking, and shared experiences. And of course, the theme message so far, what we have learned from our speakers, is that when women lead with courage, rise with determination, and inspire others through the journey, then they become a catalyst for transformation. So my topic today will focus on women in the space field, because working the Greek Astronomy Space Society and recently got involved in the space program of ISRO, will be in India very soon, in August, for this program. And why? Because actually today we stand at the intersection of two extraordinary forces: the limitless potential of space exploration and the transformative impact of gender equality. Achieving gender equality and empowering all women and girls. This way, we recognize that the STEM space industries are not just for few, but they're for everyone. In the same spirit that Dr. Raju mentioned about women in STEM, when girls are participating in STEM, they're leading, they're innovating, they're inspiring, from coding satellites to engineering spacecraft. Their voices, their ideas, and their courage are helping launch humanity into a more inclusive, equitable, and visionary future. And this is not only a conversation about science, it's a movement that says that every girl, no matter where she comes from, has the right to reach for the stars, literally. So we'll start to share my presentation. I'll try to be brief. I don't know if it's visible now. Is it visible?
Yes, it is visible.
It's moving also? It's moving.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, as I said before, first of all, I'm working at the Greek Ministry of Education, and also I'm a part of the Gender Education Action Plan 2023-2026 here in the Greek Ministry of Education, where we're trying to empower women in the public sector. And member of the Greek Astronomy Space Company, where we organize many events, especially addressed to girls, and we try to empower girls and women in the STEM field. So recently I got involved in a very pioneer and historical space program, which is called Mission Shaktisat. It is organized by Space Kids India, an aerospace startup designing and building satellites and rockets. So what is the program about? We are uniting 12,000 girls in 108 countries. We will attend already, have attended a virtual program, a MOOC, a whole program of 20 modules. And we will go to India to get a technical training. We will build satellites, which will be sent to the moon on the next Chandrayaan-4 space mission in 2027. You can understand that the historical space mission, which involves, as I said before, 108 countries. And this is important because, first of all, I want to share some shocking statistics that only 20% of women are engaged in the space field, and only 11% are astronauts. So equal access to infinity means that every girl deserves to reach for the stars. It's about igniting among them through hands-on experiences to spark their love for science and make them develop essential skills to break barriers. This is more or less the mission overview. And actually, it's a global alliance. It's not about building the satellites. It goes embassies, industries, ministries, NGOs, organizations from across the planet will unite here. So, I already, Dr. Raju mentioned that approximately 30% of women are engaged in the STEM field. So we talk about the representation. Less than 30% of women are researchers worldwide. The same happens with women in STEM leadership roles, especially the female student enrollment is particularly low in ICT. Already in my country, the numbers fell by 10% in ICT. The numbers are decreasing. In the manufacturing engineering, the numbers are approximately stable. The same happened in big tech companies like Amazon and Google. Women leadership role in tech companies represent approximately the same, 30%. And already, of course, there are triumphs in women, where women behind Chandrayaan-3 were applauded and recognized all around the world. So it is very important to highlight their triumph. And of course, women deserve to be engaged in activities that could help them develop the problem-solving, analytical, and creative skills through STEM competitions, through real-world applications, through using technology, through collaborative inquiry-based learning, maker spaces, coding, robotics workshops, environmental science programs, fieldwork, engineering, prototyping activities, VR experiences, etc. So space education, especially for women, what is the importance? The importance is it's about unlocking untapped talent. When more girls enter space-related fields, then the industry, of course, benefits from a broader range of ideas and problem-solving approaches. So diverse teams are proven to innovate more effectively, tackling complex challenges with fresh perspectives. So the demand for skilled professionals in space engineering and technology is growing rapidly. Engaging more girls in STEM education helps fill this gap, ensuring a stronger workforce for future space missions innovations. Of course, it's about closing gender gap and stereotype, but also expanding career opportunities, because by pursuing STEM careers in space exploration, girls gain access to a wide range of high-paying, impactful, and intellectually stimulating jobs in fields like aerospace engineering, planetary science, and space medicine. So participation in STEM fosters critical thinking, problem-solving, leadership skills. When girls succeed in STEM fields, they build confidence not just academically, but in their overall capabilities. Inspiring future generations because we create role models. When girls succeed in STEM careers in space exploration, they become role models and they encourage lifelong curiosity. A more diverse workforce leads to more creative, more effective solutions to complex space exploration challenges. And of course, as space exploration becomes more global and inclusive, it's important that all segments of society, including women, are represented. And the impact on society, it's of course important, and how this way can shape the future of space exploration. And the role of media here is crucial because when girls see women portrayed as competent, respected scientists or astronauts in media, this helps them envision themselves in a similar role. And this visibility can increase self-efficacy and challenge the stereotype that STEM is a male-dominated space. Conversely, diverse, relatable portrayals can broaden the image of that of a typical, what a typical scientist look like. Exciting depictions of STEM careers can spark curiosity and ambition in young viewers, especially when characters are shown as enjoying their work and overcoming challenges, and what we call normalization of STEM interest, because when female characters in media pursue STEM naturally, this helps normalize those interests for girls. So what is needed to engage girls early in Spain's field and general STEM education, because this helps build confidence, because women all around the world, especially in the field of science, feel lack of confidence. Help them, encourage them long-term academic career goals. And of course, use real-world connections, offer mentorship and clubs, design gender-inclusive curriculum, encourage collaborative projects. Already, what is happening here, we can mention how many outreach programs there are, initiatives for women, policy support, increased awareness. However, there is access, of course, there are some challenges that women are facing, especially in the privileged regions, and equal participation, the lack of mentorship, all these barriers which actually prevent girls from entering the space industry. And mostly this has to do with confidence gap. Imposter syndrome, we call it psychology. Imposter syndrome has to do with lack of confidence. And here I want to mention what we call Matilda effect. You know, what's the Matilda effect? That during the centuries, in the years, we have seen how many times women were deprived from the Nobel Prize or other important recognitions because their work was attributed to men. Actually, their work was stolen by men. This is what we call Matilda effect. And women like Liz Meitner, Rosalind Franklin were victims of this Matilda effect. So we need to mitigate this. Alongside with leaky pipeline phenomenon, what is leaky pipeline phenomenon? The fact that women enroll in the first year, for example, engineering, but they don't manage to get a degree because throughout their studies, they face many, many problems. The world of science is not friendly for them, it's hostile, so they don't manage to get a degree. This is what we call leaky pipeline phenomenon. The imposter syndrome, the stereotype threat, the math anxiety, which has to do with the brain of women and girls, and how there are so many myths about this. The maternal role bias, what this means that when women have children, they consider not be able to continue to work in the STEM field. So all these what actually, what are the recommendations? More gender-sensitive curricula, raise public awareness, especially to parents, expand after school summer STEM opportunities for girls, increase awareness, especially of higher education, career opportunities, emphasize visible role models, prioritize inclusive, respectful environment, especially talk about higher education. We need to keep track all these rates of enrollment, provide them counseling, provide counseling to girls, and use evidence-based strategies like online tools which monitor all this progress. Create, in general, support centers for women, open spaces, apply policies that allow for a good work-life balance. The solidarity between women is important because together we rise, and the strategies to reduce gender bias in STEM in aerospace hiring. What we should do is implement bias-free recruitment processes, promote gender-neutral job descriptions, the unconscious bias training in the workplace, track, monitor progress, and foster an inclusive organizational culture. And before concluding, what opportunities, scholarship, internships, or system for space-related field for women? Many programs considering all these domains, space science experiments, astronomy, robotics, and coding, design challenges, STEM hackathons, and summer camps, Society of Women Engineers. Here you can see Women in Space Foundation Scholarship, Zone International Miller Hartfolio Fellowship, the Group Owns Fellowship. NASA also provides this ESA. I have visited many times. ESA offers amazing programs for teachers also, private secondary teachers who can actually can get inspired in order how to integrate, how to teach space in classroom. Girls who coach a STEM campaign, and so many programs. Of course, mentorship is important for guidance and opportunities, the role of parents and teachers. And then finally, we have seen how women have contributed in the space field. Kathy Johnson, her created trajectories for Mercury and Apollo missions. Valentina Tereskova, first woman in space, first American woman in space here, first American woman in space, Helen Collins, etc. And also women help design systems for Apollo, Skylab, shuttle missions. They often are those who work behind the scenes as system engineers, programmers. The modern contributions also can be highlighted in the International Space Station and beyond. With Christina Koch, this is very popular. She conducted the first all-female spacewalk in 2019. Sunita Williams, again, this is very famous, participated in multiple long-duration International Space Station missions. Girls and women are those who can bring a unique, fresh perspectives to the table because they have a pro-social behavior according to neuroscience, so they can adopt an empathy-driven leadership, new research priorities, have more communicative skills, so communication and outreach strengths. And apart from being astronaut, there are so many positions which can be attractive for women, such as engineering roles or mission operations. Women can work also in business, in policy, in law, in commercial and support roles. It's not about only being an astronaut. And finally, policy governments are important. We have already a United Nations Office for Outer Space Affairs, a European Space Agency, ISRO. Very interesting, the program of UN Space for Women. This tries to support the girls in STEM education, National Space Agency. And what we're doing here with the Small Space Society, we try to actually to build motivation and provide training opportunities for STEM teachers, increase scientific knowledge, and help them acquire some elements of the scientific methods. And some of my projects of my students about women in science, which were awarded in the space in the scientific competitions organized by Scientific System Alliance. It's about women physicists from Marie Curie till today, which are aired in the national television. And another project that I have designed was implemented in Nigeria with great success. It's about gender-based violence because in Nigeria there are unfortunately high rates of gender-based violence there. So thank you very much for your attention. And after my visit to India, my trip to India and my technical training there, I will share with you again the results of how this worked with 108 ambassadors and 800 girls from different countries and how this actually contributed to a historical space mission. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello. Thank you, ma'am, for wonderful sharing. And yes, we have to inspire women to. We have to inspire them. Yes, absolutely. And thank you for sharing wonderful points. You have lots of solutions also. Thank you once again. Uh, so, like to invite our another one more guest with us, and she's from U.S. Army. She's leadership coach, author, and she do many things. So, and she's again inspiration for me. So, thank you, and let's welcome Professor Dr. Betty Speed, ma'am. So, welcome, ma'am, and over to you.
Thank you. And I have to call you my brother since we share birthdays on the same day of April 4th. But great presentations this morning. So sad some had to leave so soon. But I just wanted to say that my niche is definitely leadership resilience and faith centered. And I'm all about civility leadership and leaving a legacy of impact. And I'm not going to be before you long because I am retired from the United States Army. So I have done my share of leadership on both friendly and unfriendly grounds, and there's no person to tell you about anything that are to lead you unless they have fulfilled those grounds themselves. So when we talk about Women History Month, that's what this is. This month we're celebrating all women. I love the fact that my sister mentioned that we should honor our mothers too, but we do have Mother's Day coming as well. Some of us are not mothers or given mothers, and we were birthed. Um, but I've worked with many women that's never given birth to a child and has always wanted to be a mother, but they had the opportunity to birth other things. And I'm pretty much speaking from the belly right now. So as they spoke, some of the speakers spoke this morning, they talked about a woman being the backbone or bending over backwards, or how resilient we are and we're the nurturers. But that word woman, WOMAN, it can go the other way as well. When we talk about turning it around, flipping it backwards, it is a noman. It is that Namow. You can call us Namow too, Namow. A Namow is a nurturer, an ambassador, a mentor of wisdom. That's what we are. So, a woman is the spirit of your message. The spirit of my message is to tell you that we are also the Namaz, a divine vessel who leads with grace and wisdom and purpose, a nurturer of nations. I love the fact that this is a international platform, my brother. It's international. So we are ambassadors of peace. And when we come together, that woman carries compassion that builds families, communities, and generations. It reads in Proverbs 31 and 26, she opens her mouth with wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. And then, as an ambassador of peace, she represents God's love and civility in the marketplace and the world, walking as a bridge of hope and harmony. Matthew 5 and 9 tells us that blessed are the peacemakers, for they're the ones called for the children of God. They're the ones called. I love how my sister spelled out her platform on the stem cell. Very thorough. And then there's the M in the woman, mentor of destiny. She lifts others, empowers youth, and cultivate leaders who will carry forward a legacy of purpose. That's right. And then there's the O, overcome obstacles. That's what we do through trials, cancer battles, or life storms and adversity. She rises, and she's very resilient in her faith. Romans 8 and 37 tells us that in all these things we are more than conquerors. We are. And then there's the W. There's that W in woman, a warrior of the wisdom, a warrior of wisdom. She stands boldly in faith, truth, and integrity, shaping the world through leadership and love. You see, we talked about still she rise today. So a woman is not simply a title, it's a testimony. We are testimonies. She is a Namau, a nurturer, an ambassador, a mentor, an overcomer, a warrior who leaves a civility imprint on the world. Like I said before, that woman spelled backwards, it's a Namau, revealing the prophetic identity of a woman who leads with purpose, faith, and legacy. So I encourage all of my sisters that are out there enjoying the month of March, which has been designated for them, but knowing that we walk that walk for 365 days, still rise. Just still rise in your own purpose. Be that nurturer, be that ambassador, be that mentor, the overcomer, and a warrior who leaves a legacy of peace, purpose, and humanity for all to come afterwards. Thank you so much, sir, for this platform.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for wonderful sharings. And yes, I learned new name today. And yes, we have to encourage our women. And yes, women can do anything. They inspire. They do whatever they decide. So really inspiring for us. So thank you once again for joining a very early morning at your end. And still you are here, so thank you once again. And would like to invite our one more guest speaker with us. So she's a professor again for engineering college and from Rajasthan. So would like to invite Miss Priyanka Verma, ma'am. So welcome, ma'am, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Akash, and thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Rania ma'am and Betty ma'am, you both spoke really well. In fact, both the talks were really inspiring. One related to space, one related to defense. I think now I would talk about my field related to education. So, can I just share my screen?
Yes, yes, please.
Is the screen visible?
Yes, visible. Yes.
Thank you so much. So, as I said that since I am from the education field, I daily deal with the students, with the researchers, inspiring them. So I was just thinking about the topic. I thought, why not talk about how education empowers the women to create legacy. And as an educationist, actually, we are daily creating a legacy. We are dealing with students, researchers. We are guiding them. We are mentoring them. So yes, legacy gets created through education. If we talk about education, it is not about getting a degree. It's actually about getting that confidence to influence, those skills to influence. And like Dr. Betty said, that it actually helps us to become that warrior, to work 365 days and lead by example. So this line I actually just now added in my presentation when I was listening to her talk, because it's very much related to us. As an educationist, we daily struggle. We daily have to become a warrior because every day a student comes to us with a new query. So we have to learn to handle those queries. Sometimes even we are not aware of those queries. So yes, daily we have to become a warrior. Leader is someone who empowers others, and education actually helps us to build those leadership qualities. It helps us to become a good decision maker. It gives us that voice, that clarity, that confidence, and the opportunities. So, if I talk about myself only, after getting into the education industry, I've got so many opportunities. I've become a better speaker. I've gained that clarity. My confidence has increased. So yes, education can actually help us to become a leader. How education helps us to lead. So, if a leader leads a team, education leads generation. Every day we are training students, every day we are guiding someone, we are becoming a mentor, and every time my student succeeds, or every time a research that I have guided succeeds somewhere. So, there's a legacy that I have built because somewhere down the line they remember me, they do remember that, okay, Priyanka ma'am had taught us so yes, she guided us during our research, or she has been a mentor to us. So whatever it is, wherever education is involved, yes, we are building a legacy. We are building future for our students. So if I talk about a recent example, just now I got this government opportunity for becoming a mentor to others, right? So it's a national mission for mentorship, which where I got selected. So at that point of time, I just thought that yes, education is the best line into which I am because here I'm getting that opportunity to lead others, to guide others, to mentor others, and it is actually helping me also a lot because I get to learn daily examples, daily new things. So yes, everywhere it is helping me out. If I talk about us daily as women, we are struggling because we are struggling. We are managing our professional life. We are managing our personal life. But yes, we continue to inspire the next generation. So women leaders, they are leading everywhere, like Rania ma'am said in space, Betty ma'am said in defense. So everywhere, even I think the first ma'am who spoke, even she spoke about the education. So yes, everywhere women is leading, be it education, be it space, be it defense, everywhere. And the best part, like Akash also said, that we are managing our professional and personal life together. So we come back home, we cook, we manage our family and everything. And that's how we are inspiring the next generation, right? So education, every day we are building a legacy through every student research, through every mentoring, right? So just to conclude, I would like to say to all the young women out there that education is the most important asset. So make sure that you do complete your education and use it as an asset to lead by example. Leadership is temporary, but the legacy that we create through our education, the mentorship that we give to others, that is something which is going to be timeless. Students would always remember us through the mentorship that we have given to them, through the guidance that we have given to them. So, yes, I am proud of being an educationist and I love mentoring students. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. And yes, mentors are true leaders. Mentor create leaders, and yes, education is really important. So, as you all keep inspiring people, keep inspiring always, and it's the uh, big impact. Thank you once again for joining and sharing wonderful thoughts.
Thank you so much, Akash.
Yeah. So, would like to invite our again one more great personality with us, guest speaker with us. She is also professor for engineering college, and would like to invite me, Professor Sheetal Padgelwar, ma'am. So, welcome, ma'am, and over to you.
Thank you very much. It was really wonderful listening to all the beautiful ladies on this platform provided by Akash sir. Thank you, Akash sir. As everyone has shared their thoughts, so I decided that I should share my journey itself. So every successful woman has a story, but if you look closely, you will realize that something beautiful that every story has in itself. So when we hear the words, she leads, she rises, and she inspires, we often imagine a powerful or a woman who is standing at the top or leading the way. But today, since I want to share my personal rise, how I have been here, So whatever I am today, whatever little bit I am here, I am able to stand here. It is just because of the women who are standing behind me. So, as Shubha ma'am have already mentioned, one of the most important lady in all of our life, and she is none other than our mother. So, my first mentor was my mother only. Like many mothers, she may have not stood on the big stages, but she taught me the most important lessons of the life, that is adaptability, courage, and belief that a woman should never stop learning and growing. She may not have used the word leadership, but her reactions showed that what leadership really looks like. So that is most important part. Then the next important woman in my life is my younger sister. Though she is younger to me, but she is constant support in my life. She works as a strength, someone who has always believed in me, even in the moment when I have doubted myself. Many a times I thought that no, I'm not able to do this, but she is always there and says, "Nahi, you can do it, and you have to do it." So she is the second one. And the third and the most important woman of my life is my beautiful daughter. She is 20-year old, and there are days when I feel tired, when I am overblamed or unsure. But when I look at her, I remind myself that she's watching me, and I realize something powerful. The way we live our lives become the example for the next generation. Sometimes we think inspiration comes only from the great leaders or a famous personalities, but in reality, inspiration comes from the woman closest to us. From a mother who believed in my dreams, from a sister who stands beside me in a difficult times and difficult situations, and a beautiful daughter who always motivates me to keep moving forward. And that is when I truly understand the meaning of the theme: she leads, she rises, and she inspires. Because leadership is not always about positioning or titles. Sometimes leadership is simply a woman supporting another woman, a mother encouraging her daughter, a sister uplifting her sister, a mother in law empowering her daughter in law, a friend celebrating the success of another friend, a woman leader mentoring and motivating the woman around her, a woman helping her maid discovering the strength and rise with dignity. When woman supports woman, something extraordinary happens. Confidence amplifies, dreams grow bigger, and barriers slowly disappears. Because when one woman lifts another or some other woman, she is not just helping her rise, she is creating a chain of inspiration. And that is how legacy are built. So today, let us make a promise to ourselves that we will just not rise by ourselves, we will help others also to lead, and others also to inspire around us. Because when women stands for each other, they don't just change their own lives, but they also change the future for the new generations come. As already you have discussed that there is always, behind every successful woman there is a sorry, behind every successful man there is a woman. But I think in this generation there should be a statement that behind every successful woman there should be a woman in the role of a mother, a woman in a role of a sister, a woman in a role of mother-in-law, a woman in a role of friend, a woman in a role of
Yes.
boss, a woman in a role
Yes.
of whatever role we are playing in this life. A woman should always stands behind a woman, because that is the only way we can empower ourselves, and we can say that yes, we are empowered, because we don't need any men in our life. Still we have all these women in our life. So I hope this thought resonate with all of you and inspire us to support and uplift one another. So thank you very much for listening me so patiently. Thank you, Akash sir, for giving this me opportunity. Thank you, madam, for giving so applaud for me. Thanks a lot. And happy
Yes.
Women's Day to all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing real example and amazing thoughts. Because yes, we have to lift each other, and if we do that, we can create magics. We can create legacies, and yes, lots of people creating that. So it's really amazing to know, and really amazing that many people to learn that. Many people should create that chain of inspiration. So thank you once again for sharing. And again, I want to thank all the amazing speakers, Dr. Betty ma'am, Priyanka ma'am, Shital ma'am, Rajput sir, there was Shubha ma'am, Rania ma'am, so Anjum ma'am also. So all amazing speakers, all amazing women, amazing leaders. I really inspire from each of you, and keep supporting to ABCD International, Bhabad Films, Bhabad Publication, and me. So I really feel blessed uh, to serve all of you. So thank you once again for joining today. Till uh, so keep take care till the next summit. We will meet again. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Akash
Love
sir.
you.
Bye bye.